So we need to study what is the role of people living in the branch region and what role do the eastern, western, and northern sides of the branches have, and what role the Silk Road along the 37th parallel line has. We have to organize all this information. The law of energy movement follows along the 37th latitude line. Just as the knowledge was shared through all the civilized cultures along the ancient Silk Road, the flow along the 37th parallel is also the main artery for energy movement. Now, in the West, everything has developed, so people are looking to the East to find a deeper meaning in civilization. So I am now visiting Western countries in order to create such a connection. Why have I come to America, the new city of the West? It is because people from all around the world have come to live in the United States. If the right law is established here, then it will spread across the globe at once. The United States should become the intellectual United States, and spiritual work should also advance to become a higher quality spiritual work. The United States should advance to the next level. You should not merely remain as a psychic medium. You have to think about what is authentic spirituality and how to utilize this for humanity. You should create a website to study this topic together and share the result with the world. Why is the technology like internet emerging now? These tools emerge when humanity has developed sufficiently. So why are we developing technologies such as the internet and satellites? These technologies were invented so that we could share the right answer for humanity. But they are not expanding any further because we have not found the real fundamental answer yet. My answer is stretching out too far. I sometimes go off the subject while answering. Let me get back to the point. In order to solve one question, you need to know this information too, as they are also connected to help you understand the answer. You may say that you raised your daughter correctly, but your study is not yet over. So your daughter left behind her child to connect with you and let you raise her child. Why? It is because you are a prominent disciple of God. You don't realize how many people got sacrificed in order for you to study. God's disciples and intellectuals are growing at the expense of infinite sacrifices of humanity. Why do you think you are taking a leadership role in running a project? To take a leadership role, you must have a lot of knowledge and spiritual power. Only then can you propel a certain project forward. Then you will be able to grow this expo to all corners of the world. To do that, Grand Nature gives you an environment to absorb all kinds of knowledge using all kinds of study methods. So your current situation was not to give you a hard time. You do not yet realize how profound and highly intellectual lessons lie in your hardship. No one in humanity truly understands how much learning opportunities there are in raising a child. The reason why Grand Nature gave you children is for you to study, so you should support them to develop and live correctly. Grand Nature did not give you children to devote your entire life to them. You have to learn your lessons while raising your child. What kind of relationship is there between raising a principled child and humanity? And how much can you apply the enlightenment that you gained while raising a child to the world? That relationship was given to you to learn, but you didn't study. You merely raised a child. And when the child is all grown up, You thought that you helped your child to grow when in reality, they grew up by themselves.
다시 공부거리가 들어오신 거예요.
So another learning lesson has been assigned to you so that you can study again.
손녀를 잘 내가
Thus, you should thank God and guide your grandchild well.
우리 이 한국에서는 지금 가르치는
I have taught Koreans all of the principles on how to live from the age of 0 to teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 100.
가는 법칙을 전부 다 지금 국민한테 가르쳐 놨습니다. 이것이 유튜브 다 들어가 있습니다.
Those lectures are all on YouTube.
우리가 여기 미국 사는 우리
You can ask the Korean Americans to support your study by translating those lectures, dubbing them into English, and turning them into books.
이렇게 이야기하면
If you do, then you are lucky to form such a good relationship.
사람이 살아가는 법칙
The principle of how a human being should live is the law of grand nature and the universe. If you master this well, then you can naturally understand the cosmos. You can realize these principles in your daily life, creating human history after World War II, and therein lies all the secret codes and hidden secrets. Therefore, living a human life itself is studying the universe. If you study Jungbub correctly and then study space just a little bit, then information about the universe will open up all of a sudden. So your circumstance is not for suffering, but rather a gift from God. If you find what you're lacking and improve yourself, then you will live your last incarnation by doing a great job. How old are you now?
How old are you?
60. It is your last incarnation. So you cannot come back as a human being again. You will not reincarnate. After this life, you will never come back to this world as a human being. You are given this assignment now because you have to go into the universe and apply your abilities. God has given you a great gift, so accept it with gratitude. If you raise your grandchild wholeheartedly as your own child, then you will receive a blessing after you finish this life.